dealing with Agden. Uh, Started dealing with one of his lieutenants, if you will,
Turn everything
and
else down for a second while I say
they
this.
basically were impressed by
Here
your
comes your recap. He is
ability to
nearing the end of it.
completely take down the prince, the brigand prince of
So
Kuzmir,
here's your recap. Go ahead
sarcastically.
and pause.
And
Oops. Helps to
they
see. I'll make
escorted
popcorn
you
here.
to
The
gave
top
you
line, so
a
go ahead and
skiff to
pause.
take, as the swamp at this point is
Ah, well, there you go.
very
That's the
much
whole thing.
covered in water at all times, and you were able to point you in the direction and kind of gave you a lowdown of downfall. Kind of gave you um,
Yeah, he's right about
kind of
there.
the idea you're going to run into bullywogs, uh, basically frog people, um, and that the settlement that surrounds Bavlorna's cottage is essentially just a settlement of bullywogs. And there is a government called the Soggy Court, and this court is very volatile, as in the reigns of the monarchs of the Soggy Court tend to be short. In fact, Gulip the 19th had only been crowned the previous day.
God damn.
So you made your way, and eventually you got your first glimpse through the fog of some of the tops of the buildings that make up Downfall. But the fog is very thick here as well. You only have a view of about 20 feet out from you, and as you'll see is that the structure that's central to Downfall seems to be especially wreathed in fog at all times. The entire structure, and you can barely make out what's in the middle. But you when you first you're coming down this canal where we leave off here, where if I'm assuming you're all in roll 20. But I gave you kind of the group token to make things easier. Did I give you all ability to control it? Yes. So you all can control that puck, and you should all have control over your smaller pucks individually. But
Okay, well,
the
someone else is
tricky thing
moving me.
about this map is that every square is 10 feet, not 5. So the snapping, actually, just
Helps
turn
to
off
have
snapping.
my microphone on. There
Yes.
we go.
Yes, I can hear you through. So I'm going to turn off snapping
Fantastic.
to grid.
The other
Oh,
option, I believe, is hold Alt when you release,
yes.
and you will
Yes,
not snap.
that is my advice. If you're moving your token, otherwise, just let me know kind of where you want to be. We'll figure it out. But I figure for the until individual tokens are needed, it might be just easier if the group token serves as your collective position, relatively speaking. But if one of you wants to go off and explore or do something, this is a very big map, as if you probably can't tell. Um, so I was gonna say I did kind of you should all see um to some extent the top of the map. I did try to give you a part of the visual that is I don't think meant to be obscured. It's sort of like decorative, you know. So you should all see kind of the top
Interesting.
half, except for where structures block your point of view because there are some structures. So
Yeah.
that's funny. So yeah, yeah, you're gonna see some that you're gonna see kind of like a. It's sort of like the top of downfall, uh, but the water you're in right now is kind of obscured by fog here. But actually, that is yeah, pretty good view of most of what makes up downfall. It's a little simplified, um, but yeah. So here we are. We leave you off here as you're trundling down the canal towards downfall, and I will turn this over to you all. And I see things in Pirates from the
Did
Skies. Pull
we,
someone.
especially Ebony, at least get a short rest on the way to Downfall?
I would think that it was a good amount of
Where
opportunity for a short rest if you wanted to take one. Yes.
where did we go?
Where did you go? What do you mean? Where did you go?
I see nothing but a map.
Here, can you see that?
I see the ping. I don't see anything there.
What is going on with you? And
I will say there were lots of froggy people that you just hid from me.
I didn't do
Lots of
anything.
froggy people.
I did not change a thing.
I will refresh.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
hate Roll20 ever since the tablet stopped working.
yeah, I don't know what
I
it
have 4
is.
pings from my significant other. If it is urgent, I will.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
still don't
Let's
understand why
see
you
for-
could see everything. 'Cause nothing about your token suggested you could see it. Yeah. Anyways, here's some ambience.
Okay, so you said yes to the short rest.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go roll some hit dice. Because otherwise I'm on death's door.
Yeah. We wouldn't want that.
D8. Where's the 8?
Oh, I am so confused.
What is that?
Well, I am suddenly overwhelmed with music, but Kenku FM is muted.
Really?
Yep.
Oh dear, let me go glance.
That really.
It's deafened.
Yeah, it's
Can-
deafened normally.
Yeah, he's
Can
always
I
deafened.
hold on.
You should
Am
be
I
able to control the volume
muted?
then, even if you've muted it. If you right click on it, the user volume, you can drop it down as low as you
Okay,
want.
there we go. I turned it down.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's fine.
Wonder why the
So
mute's not muting.
with my short rest, I only have like 2 hit dice to use.
Yes.
Can you give me an idea of where we are in our generalized day so I know if I should use just the one and try and save it, or if I should possibly use 2 because we're coming to the end of the day possibly? And
There is, as far as the I'd say you're probably about halfway through the day.
okay, so we're just going to use it and pray. Got it.
There is
Because I need this.
basically downfall itself. Typically, most accounts is about a 4-hour session, which can be a pretty good amount of time.
I am fully healed. We good now. I have no hit dice left.
It's okay. Downfall, I can't guarantee anything. Downfall is like a town, more like a town than some things. You're not in the wilds anymore per se. But that doesn't mean there's shenanigans afoot. So who knows? So without further ado, should only see about 2 squares, I think, away from your puck. That should be about right. Just gonna reset the exploration because I don't know what. As I was tinkering with things, I don't know what to see. So that should reset that. Okay.
Okay.
You are free
So-
to begin moving, or I can move for you.
As we've been tootling along in the rowboat, it appears that Aggie was shuffling and messing with her cards.
Okay. Quietly pull some cards while on skiff. A death or transformation, maybe? A messenger or a mental challenge? A leap of faith?
I'm just playing with my cards that I got for Aggie,
Okay.
trying to look
Oh.
ahead at what might be in Downfall.
Death,
Huh.
Page of Swords, Fool. Interesting.
So I pull out my stupid little book while she's shuffling her cards, and when she finishes looking at the 3 she's pulled out, I kind of lean over and hold my book out so it's more in front of her than in front of me. And there's a page that just has one sentence on it. It reads, "The highest nation is a structure of values, and its patriotism is conscience."
I'm
Is
gonna
that
have to take that one back and get back to you.
Okay, good, because I don't get it.
yeah?
And as per usual, Aggie does look very like she's seriously pondering it.
Might be too early to know what's going on with. What's the, oh, it's
Staff
trying
wants
to.
microphone on again. When you're done attempting in that instance to make the tablet work, I do have a direct question.
Okay.
Ask away because it's probably puzzling him and he probably can't fix it. So
What's the weather like? I know that there's a
Um.
lot of fog overhead, but
Yeah. It is foggy. It is not raining. But the air is very dank and heavy and humid. Um. But yeah, you're gonna either have to wait and see if it loads, or I don't know what to tell you. Apparently, none of our devices are good at Roll20, which is just
that's
lovely.
real unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, we've tried a Google Chrome. We have an old tablet, and we have iPad, which is you think would work, but because Apple products don't like it. And Roll20, I thought with the jump gate or whatever they did, made things better, but it's still struggling. Um, Technically, I could probably run this in DB on the maps VTT, but I haven't tried to tinker with that.
Neither
Anywho,
have I. So yeah, it's just humid
weather, yes,
and
weather.
dank and
Yeah,
not particularly rainy.
yeah. I will say the air is particularly. It's like thick as syrup. And
Yeah,
it tastes just as sweet in the tongue way. Um, yeah, like the fog is like almost gives you that like impression that maybe there's some precipitation because it's so thick and heavy, but when you kind of go through it, it has that kind of cool feeling. It's like you're like you can't tell if you're sweating or if it's just condensing on your face.
right.
Um, but yeah,
Something
the
very
weather here
familiar.
has been yeah, it's sort of an always dour kind of weather, not particularly sunny. If you get above the fog bank, it is kind of clear skies, um, as you've
But I'd
noted.
have no way of knowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
So I don't know. I don't exactly recall why you that information, but unfortunately for you.
I just want it.
Okay, perfect. No worries. I wasn't sure if it was something to do with your character,
No.
but
It, it,
off
it,
the top of my
it technically speaking currently doesn't have anything to do with my character sheet.
Okay.
Which is the reason he wants to know that information. None of that makes sense to anybody that isn't the DM. Don't worry about it.
Cool, yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, without further ado, you want us can start shuffling you along this boat here, and as you make your way around the bends till we get to something worth noting. What? What are you saying?
Mm.
Well, I'm not moving. I'm gonna keep your tokens here, and I'm gonna just move the group puck
Ah,
because to move your individual tokens is a pain. Uh, in this until we need it.
that's fair.
What's that? It's still more trouble than it's worth to do it that way.
My token's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say what
under
I don't know what
people.
happened. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah because of the way
We're all
it snaps.
snapping, so we're stacked up.
That's why
Snap,
I'm
snap,
like
snap.
that's why it's just
Ah,
snuggle.
I see. I was underneath somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
you continue along. The thick fog hangs heavy in the air, obscuring the area around you, so that the world appears to have shrunk to only 20 feet in all directions. But, however, the waterway widens as you get closer and closer to downfall. And the current slows of this little channel that you're in, giving the impression that you've entered a lake.
Oh, look, people.
You
And
hear
boats.
croaking voices penetrate the fog, through which dark shapes appear, resolving into two rowboats. Manning the oars of each rowboat are two bullywugs in each boat. So a total of four. And they just seem to be enjoying a little boat ride on the lake. All four are dressed in soiled garb that is very formal in appearance. Very like the suit coats and there's like sort of it's very Victorian, you might say. Um, but yeah, but otherwise it's utterly filthy clothing. But they look very uh much like they're out for a little joyride on the lake here, just a little peaceful row.
Alright.
And when you get closer, you yourselves emerging from the fog. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
I don't know
Yes.
what
A
languages
wondrous
I
question.
speak.
I do, yes.
Okay, so those of you who understand Sylvan will the voices of these
Do not.
one of the bullywugs will be like, "Welcome to Downfall, travelers."
Well, thank you. Is it always this dark?
What was what?
Is it always this dark?
Mm,
What?
yes, I see you're not normal residents of hither.
We
From
are
the circus.
experiencing the pleasure of our first visit here.
Oh, well. And continuing in Sylvan, and to all of everyone else, it's just this
Gibberish.
kind of gibberish, somewhat melodic, but with the croaking voice, the very deep voice. Uh, well, in that case, King Gullup the 19th would be honored to make your acquaintance. But head to the small docks. And they point kind of north you kind of see on the edge of the fog here. There's a kind of a dark shape of a dock. You can park your boat there, and you can follow the path. It will lead you to the pavilion where Gullup the 19th holds court. Ribbit. Ribbit.
He kind of leans back, letting Stripes man the conversation, and she translates to everybody else.
Sorry, there was surely air. Who?
King Gullup the 19th.
Call it the
Uh,
19th.
Gullup. Gullup. Here, I'll.
Spell. Ah, it's an O. One letter off, Aggie.
Okay. Okay.
Us.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So
King Gullup.
whenever the translation makes it to Don, uh, before we move the boat away from these folks, I'm going to dig in my pack and pull out a couple of pieces of candy that I got as a reward for something when we were at the Witchlight Carnival. It's in my inventory.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull out a couple of pieces of candy and offer them.
Ah,
You've
okay.
given us assistance, and so we're giving you a gift. Although you can't understand my words, I'm sure you understand the gesture. Here you go.
And they kind of look at each other as they look at what you're holding out, Don. And one of them's like, "Ooh, bonbons.
Mhm.
Well, kind strangers, that's very kind of you. Um, we're the ones who should be more hospitable to you." And they take the these candies from you, and one of them goes fishing in their coat pocket. And go ahead and roll a d100.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was not expected. Hold on.
And I gotta find the table, so don't worry, you're not in a rush here.
Ah,
Uh,
it rolled on my
Yep,
phone. That was really cool.
Yay.
I forgot that was a change they made.
That's a 16.
16. I'm trying to find. There it is. 16, 16, 16. And out of he produces from his pocket a spool of glistening silver thread.
Ooh,
Shiny.
and useful.
So, and
Oh,
they
silver thread.
yeah, spool of silver thread. It's a Feywild trinket.
Interesting.
And they're just like they pop the little candies in their mouths, and their throats kind of go, "Ribbit, ribbit." They're just enjoying, like they're just kind of like vibing here on the boats and the mist. And they seem to be very just pleased and happy, enjoying their afternoon here.
Lovely.
It's quite quaint and whimsical. So yeah, you make your way north to the dock here, where there's plenty of room for you to pop out. And then you see a kind of like a pathway to the west that leads away from the dock.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
look at that.
uh, yeah, I'm going to. If someone wants to, I can either keep. If you don't tell me to stop, I'm just gonna have you keep following. I don't know
You,
why the arrows are. These little arrows. You kind of see as you come around through the fog. There's this large balloon that's hovering in the air. If you want, you take a step closer here to see a little bit. But looming above a ramshackle wooden pier is a balloon anchored by four thick ropes around wooden posts driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in the patchwork fabric. There's a bullywog. You see this ladder set up next to the balloon. Uh, there's one bullywog standing near the top of the ladder, and he's using this long silver needle and a spool of catgut to sew up one of the openings. And at the bottom of the ladder, there's a second bullywug who's standing at the foot of the ladder holding it steady. And huddled kind of in an area nearby, there's three uh, giant frogs that are just sort of watching things, and their long tongues occasionally uh, uh, shoot out and snap up passing insects. But these are very big frogs. They are medium sized, so they're about the size of you.
They're repairing it.
Yes, yeah. It's a balloon that seems to have some tears, and they are fixing it up by the looks of it. And they're just sort of they barely even notice you, and the giant frogs, regard you silently, and they don't really seem to pay any mind.
Ebony takes popcorn
Yeah, yeah.
and tosses him into the air and allows him to fly towards the balloons.
It's like, put me on the rope, boss. How about that?
And I cast cantrip mending
Oh, okay.
as needed to help.
So he's like, I'm picking up what you're putting down, boss. Okay, okay. And he kind of like grabs onto that rope that's anchoring the balloon. He kind of like he just kind of skitters up the rope, and he starts kind of like just kind of like, wow, this is pretty good, boss. And he's like holding like the little halves of the tears, and then he's kind of just waiting for you to kind of cast through him, and he's going kind of line by line. He's you know taking these smaller tears and making them easier to either close up completely or some of the bigger tears. and the bullywugs are just watching this happen, and they're just like looking down at you, doing. They can kind of like they see this little creature doing this, and one of the giant frogs sort of looks up at Popcorn though, and you see that mouth like start to like open up a little bit.
I'm gonna try to in Sylvan to the big frogs and go, please don't eat my body.
Understand, Sylvan. Well, give me an animal handling check, please.
Sure, that'll be great. Oh, okay. Not awful, not awful. 16.
Yeah, so your rebuke in Sylvan seems to be one that is probably heard often enough that they recognize the words, even if it's a language, kind of like how a dog understands command, uh, even if it's uttered by somebody else, perhaps. And so that like the tongue is about to like you can see the tongue is about to flick up at Popcorn, and but it like it freezes like as you utter these words, and it just sort of like its eyes kind of like swivel over to your position, and the tongue kind of slowly retracts back into its mouth.
Thank you, and I pat him on the head.
Ribbit. Um, and the bullywugs are just sort of like just sitting back and watching. You go to work with Popcorn, uh, and they're just like like get a load of this thing. Like you're like what? um, and the one at the bottom of the uh ladder like turns to face you, Ebony, and kind of like gets down on a knee, and Sylvan just says, "Oh, I did not realize we had royalty here in Downfall to visit King Gullup," and just says, "Thank you, Your Highness. But you should probably go see King Gullup right away. Your help is deeply appreciated. Roll me a D100."
Hold on. I have to find those. Meanwhile, that's her face because she don't understand a word that he said.
Lovely.
It doesn't know that though.
D100, you said?
D100.
I just kind of lean over and go, smile and nod. And thank
I smile and I nod and I do the thingy. That's a 12. Where the heck is my D10? What's a 00 on the
A 00.
is a true 0, right?
In this case, yes. So you would add whatever. I
Well,
believe it
I'm gonna
makes
have to
sense.
roll it twice because I can't find my D100 or my D10. 2.
2.
2.
Okay. He he starts like patting his pockets, and he is like kind of looking kind of like frantically for something, and he looks at his fingers, and he kind of like pulls off this thing on his finger, and he hands it over to you. It's a actually technically it would have two fingers. It's like a set of rings that are linked together, so you kind of wear them on two fingers at once. But they're made of YEW. They're two U rings linked together.
Huh.
And he gave them to you.
And they gave them to you. And he just sort of bows and just and after making some significant progress, Popcorn's like, oh, boss, this is hard work. How do you do this?
Hold on. Trying to see if I'm muted still. How do I get out of
I
that?
can hear you.
Okay. You can come back now. It's okay.
He sort of like just kind of glides uh over the air to your shoulder. Just just like, whew, boy, that was one messed up balloon. And
You helped significantly, and we all appreciate you.
yeah. Glad to help, boss. That's you don't mind. I'm gonna take a nap.
Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't help there, Popcorn. I'm a little shorter than I need to be. I couldn't reach it.
No, it's okay, Don. It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
I
It's your
would have
buddy
helped.
Pop.
I would have helped. I would have. I just couldn't reach it.
Don, you don't gotta
Yeah.
worry about it.
Okay, thanks.
Don't trouble yourself.
Okay.
Maggie's gonna slip Popcorn a piece of candy out of her own little unicorn
no,
horn of candy.
no. Like, oh, you know me. God, how do you find these things? It's so good. Anyway, popcorn out. Yeah, you could continue along your way. And in this case, this is where we will actually need to individually, possibly have crossing. A row of boulders spaced 2 feet apart breach the surface of the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot wide waterway.
That looks wet.
Indeed. The water is murky. You can't see the bottom. So individually, you can cross.
I was gonna say, does it look crossable? Can I just hop,
I will
skip,
Oh
and a
yeah,
attempt to
jump over
cross.
it?
yeah, they're decent sized rocks. They're just 2 feet apart, so it's not a straightforward walk. You can take your strides one by one. Technically, not a skill check, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. I will put my
But
spinner back down.
so, what do you? What's the order, marching order here to going across first?
I figure, generally speaking, I go first.
Okay, just gonna bring your tokens up just so I can kind of visualize it. Okay, so Cormac first. Who's next?
Oh, I see.
I'm behind Dawn wherever Dawn is.
And generally, Dawn sort of dawdles to make sure she stays where Aggie is. So I think Aggie and Dawn probably cross last.
Okay, perfectly reasonable. So who's after Cormac? Stripes, Ebony.
I think Ebony is always at some point in the middle because otherwise she's afraid she's going to get left behind.
Okay,
That
so
looks pretty
basically,
good to
Perfect.
me.
okay. So you just start making your way across these rocks. And they're not terribly difficult for you. 2 feet is not. Ebony might, have to stretch her legs a little to get from one rock to the next, but it's not that difficult.
Hang on to my tail. I think we decided I have a tail.
I was gonna say, I don't remember. Yeah, of course you had a tail, right? You've always had a tail. So you get to about here, and Cormac, this rock that you step on right here that I'm kind of pinging on, you put your foot down to plant on it, um, and you hear this noise, this kind of. Do you understand Terran by any chance?
You'd fucking think so, wouldn't ya? I believe not.
Okay.
I
If
think I
nobody
know a
under,
language that is technically a derivative of it, but I do not know it. No.
yeah, the Terran, this thing appears to be like alive. You put your foot on it, and it's just like kind of like you see its face kind of like tilt upwards, and it's. I'll kind of give you. I'll give you like this is what it kind of looks like once it starts to move, but it's uh here you go.
Oh, he's so cute.
But yeah, he's very he's grumbling, he's making noises. He's like
Oh, I
what do you do?
gotta make sure YouTube sees that. You gotta give me a minute to. There we go.
So cute. I love him.
He's fantastic, YouTube.
He
There
looks
you go.
pissed off.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh.
I did thoroughly just absolutely step on some part of his anatomy, so he's probably not happy with me.
Sorry, we didn't mean it. We're
Ugh,
just trying to go see the king.
sincerest apologies. I assumed this was simply a walkaway.
Give me a persuasion check.
Absolutely. The barbarian is great at those. Wouldn't you believe it? Cool, with my +0. That is a 10!
A 10?
Yes.
Tom's in the back going, "Hey, what's going on up there in the fog?"
Um, it's not going well because he kind of like it. He's sort of your foot kind of gets pulled back because you kind
Yeah,
of bash your
I'm
foot out of the way,
currently balancing on one foot so as to not still be standing on him.
and then he looks at you. He looks up at you and he like hands on his hips and he points a finger up and he's like, uh, and give me an insight check, please.
Sure.
Anybody can give an insight check. Uh, I got to roll it for you though. So,
Sure.
From where I am, I can't see him, so I assume
oh, you
that
can
would be
hear
at
him.
disadvantage.
You could hear definitely. If you can't see him, then you would probably have a disadvantage on this.
Okay.
Yeah. For the record, +3 is my insight. But if I am allowed to have rolled it myself, I rolled an 18 +3, which is 21.
Um, I'll allow it only because honestly, this is the kind of roll that does it's okay. It's fine by me. And that's a pretty good roll. So, uh, 2 plus probably advantage. For you, Ebony actually didn't do too bad. You got an 18. Um, I don't know what Stripes is. +1 insight. You say? You got a 13. So, I'm gonna say that between Ebony and Cormac, uh, Cormac, you're getting the vibe that like even though you can't understand him, he kind of is making this gesture like the apology wasn't sincere enough, but he'll give you one more chance if you sing the apology.
Oh
Because
Lord
he kind
Almighty!
of had a sing-song voice there for a moment.
Oh Lord Almighty! God, my performance is also +0, and I don't currently have the vocal cords to even begin to attempt that in the voice.
You don't have if you don't want to sing it personally, that's fine. If you want to, what we can do is you can either maybe get some help from your somebody.
Entertainer friend directly behind you.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I will turn back to Stripes and say it seems as though he is not satisfied with my apology, but if you would assist me in singing a better one, and he shrugs. I don't fully understand the language. Bits and pieces I get, but help, please. I made him very angry.
Okay. I do a very, very dramatic throat clearing, brushing my hair out of my face, and start singing some sort of apology. I didn't mean to step on you. I promise we didn't know you were there. Never would have stepped on you if we knew you were there.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, probably should not have had me roll that. Because it's still only a 10.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So here's what happens.
I know it's a little late.
What?
Guidance?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Because I realize that's a cantrip that I
G-
have.
Popcorn's like, hold on, boss. I can see where this is going.
Drop a
Yes,
beat, drop a
sure.
beat.
And he glides over to Stripes' shoulders and kind of stands on his head and starts doing a little dance on top of
I
Stripes'
love
head.
it. I love it.
And
Oh, he's not gonna harmonize.
he's not gonna sing, but
Here, I
he's
was
going to do a
expecting him
little.
to drop like a New Jersey beat, like
I don't know what that is, but
I
sure.
totally thought we were going for performance.
He's going to do that, but he's going to let you cast guidance to Stripes through him.
That gave us my performance bonus of 4 more, so 14.
That is enough to succeed.
Wonderful news.
So at first, like this thing is looking at you, and it's about to go. It's like holding out like a. I'm getting echo through Ebony.
sorry, hold
Uh,
on. I muted. Hold on.
it's like hands out. It's about to do like a thumbs down, and then like it sees Popcorn on top of Stripes doing like a little like beat it like dance, just like, and it's just like and then it like just sort of it waves its hands like it's doing something, and all of a sudden the boulders beneath you start to like chug forward as it animates these boulders, and it helps you cross
Oh,
the rest of the way without having to jump across boulder.
cool. Thank you. Again, I'm really sorry we stepped on your face. The sounds are fantastic.
I
A
was like,
friend,
oh
why
man.
friend shaped?
uh, anyway, you make your way across this crossing here. Yeah, yeah. Don and Aggie are probably like, what the hell is happening?
Oh, with the 20-foot limit, I can't see in the front edge of Cormac's token.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even see the boulder he was talking to.
Right. There's just all of a sudden there's this angry voice that's a language that you don't understand, and uh, it's a very gravelly voice.
Cormac is singing.
Yeah, all of a sudden Cormac is singing, and then you hear Stripes start to sing, and
Mhm.
next thing you know, the boulders beneath you like start moving forward on their own accord. Ah, here we go. This is the whimsy we're here for.
Feel
So
whimsied.
yeah, you continue on along your way around the lake
And
here.
we have some general sense of what direction to go. Did anyone give us the guys in the rowboat like point?
Yeah, they said follow the path
Okay. So
until
there's a
you.
path we're on.
There's like a path until you eventually you're going to get to like like a gazebo pavilion type thing.
Okay. As long as there's an actual path, because I'm seeing fog
Yeah, right now it's a
and
little
bridges and stuff.
hazy. Yeah. So yeah, the next thing you get to is this building. This wooden structure stands on stilts above the lake. It is topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch. Smoke curls up from a hole at its apex. Its windows are blacked out, and the air carries the smell of burned wood. And can't really see it from this side of the building, but you go go around the other side of the building, you're going to see a clothesline attached to one corner of the building's exterior, uh, and hanging from that clothesline is a variety of frayed patchwork garments. Once you get around to that side of in this case, yeah, you can either continue along the outside of the building or you can kind of go into the building. It is up to you. I don't think there's a door, which is why you think you can see the door. I don't hear anybody.
And is not braining there.
It is not currently on fire, but there is smoke coming out of the building. A small amount,
Oh,
not a lot.
dear.
Does
Not a ton.
does it look
yeah.
like smoke normally comes out of this building?
It is not looking like the smoke is coming out of any approved chimney per se.
Oh boy.
Like
It is
wheedling out the
Oh.
doorway.
no, not like that. It's only coming out the roof. There's like holes in the roof. But the smoke does look like it is a small amount, but constant. Like this wasn't a freshly put out fire, perhaps, or maybe it is freshly put out. It's hard to tell from the outside, but the amount of smoke coming out of it, clearly there's something causing the smoke inside the building.
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah,
look
duck
at that.
ahead in
Ebony's
and
gonna go
see.
find out.
Okay,
Mhm.
and have you just pop in here, quick. The room is a charred mess when you step into this building. Hazy smoke hangs over scattered piles of burned and broken shelves, intermixed with whatever those shelves contain. Wisps of smoke snake into the air from several spots where smoldering wreckage threatens to ignite. Uh, there's a distressed bullywug in a leather smock scurrying around the room with a bucket of water, whose contents spill over the sides in his haste. And he's just running around like, and he's and yeah, um,
How many are in here?
Is
just
there
one bullywug.
another
Are there more
is there another
buckets?
container? Yeah, that we can, because I don't have anything that can magically do water.
Yeah, he stops what he's doing and he shouts to you, um, uh, grab a bucket. We have to make sure the fires are out. And he points to let's see, there's a low workbench that's like the only area of this building that's not like, damaged. And there are 3 wooden buckets on it. 2 of them are filled with water.
Aggie will grab a bucket.
Me too.
Okay.
Me as
And
well.
he you see this bullywug running over, and there's this there's like what it looks like there's like these black coals that seem to be like moving around, and he goes to like throw water on one of these coals, um and it skips and bounces around, and he goes to throw water and he misses one. He's like, ah, drat, I need to get some more. uh um yeah, at this point we can kind of, we don't have to necessarily enter a initiative, or it's there's this isn't like combat per se, but if you do attempt to throw a bucket of water on these things, there is a process.
I
um
would.
As Aggie and I each grab the buckets, I'm just gonna put my hand on her shoulder and tap a little guidance into her before we start trying to do things.
And I would like to clarify that I was asking Frogman if he is the only being in this building.
Um, yes, it's just me. I'm overseeing repairs. My Duke Ickwind.
Duke. Okay. Don't need to run around and find other people. I just need to get my route.
Sorry, Ickrind, not Ickrind. Duke Duke Ickrind. In charge of repairs of this facility. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, he's running around. It's like get more water. Go, go, go. There's 2 more over there. There's at least 6 of these things. They're all causing trouble. And
What things is he talking about?
he's these little like these little animated coals. They're like these. They're hot
Mm,
coals that are like basically jumping around, and everywhere they land, they start charring the wood, and it starts to like get hot and threatens to ignite
like
if it
Spirited
stays.
Away, except for spicy. Yeah, those
Kind.
guys.
Yes.
Would
Uh,
Ebony think that it's a possible creature of sort or just an animated coal thing?
excellent question. Uh, Give me a Arcana check, I think would be the best way to do this. Yeah, Arcana check.
21.
Yeah, these are not creatures. They're definitely a magically enchanted object that makes them technically a construct. They don't seem to be particularly like strong, water definitely seems like the logical way to put these things out, but
Aggie will try to chuck it bucket.
okay. So give me it's like an improvised weapon at this point. You're going to give me, I guess it depends on what you would use, strength or dexterity. You won't add your
Dexterity.
unless you have I think it's like a brawler, some sort of feat that gives you proficiency with improvised weapons, but otherwise just add your modifier, your appropriate modifier to the attack. Make an attack roll. Add that
Okay.
just that modifier, not proficiency.
So yeah,
Is that
Aggie will probably yell something about bucket chain because I imagine the at least the hands are probably prepared with fire safety training for the circus. Um,
Sure.
and she's gonna chuck it bucket. And did Dawn guide me? Is that
mhm.
what I heard earlier?
Yep.
Okay.
Guidance does not work on attack rolls though.
Yeah, it's only on skill check.
Whoops.
I
And
had
I just
assumed it was going to be a
literally
skill check.
threw my dice across the room. Hold on.
Whee!
It landed on a 15 plus dexterity of +1. So 16.
16 is not, you miss. You barely, these things are fast.
Oh, that's okay.
So you
Yeah.
splash the ground next to it. And now the wood is cooled off, but the cold, like a flea, just jumps to another spot. Um,
Will it
Ebony
be
wants to join the bucket
yeah,
brigade,
okay,
but she's small. She's not sure how to, like, not be in the way,
okay.
but she is going to wake Popcorn up,
Yeah, okay, man.
and he's going to stay by the person closest to the yucking of the bucket of water. And we're just going to constantly do guidance on them every time, even if it's on the bullywug, whatever, I don't care. Um, Constantly casting guidance on them for every toss that they do.
It wouldn't be guidance is not usable as in this scenario.
Well, it's a skill check to pause, so whatever.
Yes, but we're doing attack rolls. If there was a something else you were attempting, that's one thing. But right
Oh, it's a
now,
skill and an attack is not a skill?
correct.
right?
Oh, I didn't realize.
So there's one more bucket. We can kind of we're not doing this. I'm not really doing this in initiative
Yeah.
because I feel like it's just sort of like
Unfortunately, Dawn rolled a 15, but she has a -1 dexterity, so it's a 14.
yeah. I mean, it's a good. You get really close, but it's too fast and it jumps out of the way. And it's just like, see, these things are really wily. Who's your best?
Somebody's
You know,
gotta be faster than me. Trade places in the line.
and you can help each other.
Can
There,
I got a 15.
a 15 is not enough.
can I'll go be stupid. Ebony's going to abandon the brigade,
Okay,
and she, with her little size, is going to attempt to corral the little dudes
okay.
into a smaller area
Ah,
if possible.
okay.
I don't know how the
How?
hell that works, but
I guess you
I'm
could
little.
do like you could trying to think of like because this thing is like it's kind of like herding grasshoppers like like you can kind of scare them in a general direction if you get too close. So I guess an intimidation check could work. I know it's not the most well give me something else to work with and I'll entertain it but Um, I'm trying to dig up one of your.
You're saying they're not a creature, so everything that I have in my thing, I don't think is gonna work.
Yeah, constructs are not
Um,
really your bag.
But like you got here's a thought. I'm in the I'm trying to do bucket chain, so I'm waiting for someone to hand me a bucket that's either got water or is empty.
Yeah, we're
And
free
I
forming it, so
yeah,
assume one gets put
and
in
I
your hands.
see
Yeah,
Ebby's in there trying to like herd them a bit. And
it's a
I
16
uh,
intimidation, by the way.
yeah,
I call
you're
out
able
to
to.
Ebby, "You got a cup or a bowl? You could just like cover it up. Catch them. Catch them."
In this particular room, there isn't a lot in the way of containers that might be useful for you.
She's got a
Um,
mess kit, I'm sure of it.
but yeah, it depends what you have in your inventory, of course. Um, yeah, I'm thinking. I mean,
What exactly is in an herbalism kit? There's got to be some like mortar and pestle bullshit, right?
yeah, probably.
Upside down them.
Okay, you're gonna take your pestle, your mortar, whatever it is,
But
whichever the
yeah,
bowl thing
I
is.
do have a mess kit too.
Okay,
Um, and I have a water skin. I don't know if that helps, but that's
that
about it.
could be useful. If you want, it's up
But
to you.
my intimidation was a 16.
Yeah, you're able to like take one and corral it kind of in down here. There's like a room where there's smaller space. This I believe is stairs that go down into these lower storage rooms. Yeah, it'd probably be easier here. You're kind of down in here. Bring your individual tokens in here as needed. But yeah, just assume like like you're able to if you're helping refill the water, or you're helping throw, or you're help target these things. It's up to you how you guys want to do it. Just assume that you're gonna get 4 buckets basically worth of chances. Uh, if someone wants to run it, that's one thing. Um, but you can kind of set this up how you want. Ebony's like kind of sheepdogging one of them into a smaller space.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to give
How many of
advantage
them are
somehow.
there?
But there's 6 total, and none of them have been put out yet. Um, you can help each other. Obviously, help action will grant advantage to somebody's attack roll.
I try to
Um,
grab one with a mage hand and yeet it out into the swamp.
give me let's see, would be an Arcana check to see if you have sufficient control of your magic to pick one up, scoop one up, and fast enough.
That's gonna be a good Arcana 21.
21. Yeah, I'll say 21. Essentially, I was gonna have you try and beat. This is where guidance may actually work out pretty well. Um, I was gonna say because you beat the AC with your Arcana check, you're able to like toss your hand out uh, and snatch one of these things midair as it flies around. And they're not heavy. It's just a single coal, right? It's very small. But it's part of what makes it hard to hit. But yeah, all of what it's obviously not hurting your hand, your mage hand, to hold it. Um, and it's not heavy enough or strong enough to force its way out. So yeah, you are able to do what you will with this thing.
Gonna dunk it in the water. Try
Yeah,
to
you
put it out.
yeah you direct your hand out and you just plunge it in, and it instantly the thing takes enough damage that it's immediately put out. So you're 1 down, 5 to go. You have at least 4 chances of
Did Ebby catch one in her bowl or cup?
uh if that's what everybody wants to try and do, I will say it would probably be you're attempting to grapple this thing, but I'll give you instead of your strength, instead of being an athletics check, I'll have it be an acrobatics because you're trying to like catch this thing in a bowl and slam it down. Acrobatics check, yes. You can give yourself guidance if you want.
Well,
12 is not enough. It's very fast. This little bowl is just it's too hard to catch one like that. Um, I'd say who. So Aggie's done something. Ebony's tried something. Cormac, Stripes, and Dawn haven't done anything, and the Bullywug, of course, hasn't done anything.
Yeah, Koromak would not think he is fast enough to catch a tiny little bugger like that. He is just helping with Bucket Brigade.
Okay, because you can use your Strength modifier to make the attack, just like you would throwing an object, right?
That is true.
Throwing water.
You're hurling water fast enough. You got to use Strength to hurl that bucket.
Yeah, all right.
To,
I will attempt to douse one of them manually with a bucket.
the Bullywug's going to help you. It's like you're big, and Sylvan, of course, is like here. I'll try to corral it over here.
All right. Am I adding just my strength modifier or something in
Uh,
particular?
you're going to have advantage, and you're going to add just your Strength modifier, unless you have
Got it.
something that helps you with improvised weapon.
Oh, do I? That's a wonderful question. I don't think I do this early on in the levels.
I think there's like one like Tavern Brawler is like one that does
Oh
that.
yeah, that's a feat, but I don't have any feats. I didn't take one at the start. Okay, rolling with advantage. 12 or 19.
19 is
19
enough.
plus 4 is 23.
Yeah, that's definitely enough. Yeah, so you're able to fling this water hard enough that it thing is it's so fast that the thing just gets blasted with water. It
Wondrous.
just really just lets out a bunch of steam and it just kind of crumbles into pieces. You're two down. It's like yeah, the blue looks like good shot, Sylvan.
Um, Sorry, these things, they look like chunks of coal
Yeah,
just
they're just little
bouncing
coals.
around.
Yeah, yeah, they're like fleas but made of coal.
And they are ember state.
Yeah, they're hot. They're very hot. That's what the you can see the wood like starting to blacken anytime these things land on something made of wood. It starts to char and it gets hot. And if
And
they stand still long enough, it starts smoking.
I know it's stupid, but I'd like to try a stupid.
Eh,
I'm
go
gonna
for it.
take a torch out of my backpack. It is not lit
Okay.
and offer it up like food to a dog.
Like it.
Okay. How do you? I guess this would be a persuasion.
And I guide
I
myself.
mean, it's not very smart. uh, I will say that it is not smart. But yeah, sell me what skill do you use to try and convince this coal to
Well, if it
basically
were an animal, it would be animal handling. But
it
because
is
it's not an animal, we're gonna have to go with persuasion. The
persuasion.
only, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to
Come on, little guy. Come on, little guy.
you're- to the extent that these things are sentient, you're trying to offer it something to
Sweet,
do.
essentially. Yeah.
So I'll roll an opposing, I
And
guess, insight check, but it's
did you say I
terrible.
can guide myself on this?
Oh yes, it's
Add
skill
a
check at this point.
D4. So that would be 19 plus 6.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, so it basically it yeah like
Can he just hop onto the torch
it
and I'll walk him
just
outside and fling him
right
into the lake?
like somehow this thing like senses this wood and it's just or the whatever the torch is capped with and it just sort of like moths to a flame. It just jumps into it and kind of like embeds itself in the torch head.
By the time I get outside with it, the torch is fully lit, and
Yeah,
I go over to the edge of the water and I fling the whole damn thing into the
it
lake.
just you just yeet it into the water and
There we go.
this thing 3 down. Very good. Halfway there. What does stripes do?
Uh, think I'm still trying to bucket brigade because I'm not happening.
I mean, you can have a chance. There's right now only one bucket has been used out of the three, so out of the four. So technically, if they've all been filled at some point in this last turn, one of them is definitely available.
Yeah. Try to.
What was that?
I'll try to house one with a bucket.
Yeah, okay. So add your dexterity or your strength modifier, whichever you prefer, and make a roll. I'm trying to think. I don't. Bullywug already helped Cormac. Everyone else has done something at this point, so you're gonna you're gonna
22.
take the shot.
You got this. Oh my God, I've turned into a 3-year-old.
A
Just running.
22.
Okay.
Nice. Yes, that is enough. You hit the fourth one. You're able to kind of corner it and just quickly arc the water in a way that even if it tries to jump, it goes through like a curtain of water. Yeah, it just instantly sizzles off and crumbles to a bunch of wet dust. 4 down, 2 to go. At this point,
Whoop.
you have 2 more buckets at your disposal. Uh, there's one down by Ebony that she has not been able to corral under her uh, pestle and mortar. She hasn't been able to like catch it like a mouse. Um, so at this point, whoever wants to try something, we're kind of starting at the quote unquote top of the order. No particular order. Whoever wants to do something.
I think Ebony would call Cormac over because she's having trouble picking up the fucking bucket because she's a weakling.
Yup.
Um, and she's calling him over and gesturing to the bucket, and then she'll just give the help action.
Cool. It's all right, Cormac. You have advantage,
All right.
and you can take another swing with your strength modifier.
14. I'll take the 14 instead of that too. 18 total.
18's exactly what you needed, and you're able to make contact once again. You splash this one that's been kind of cornered by Ebony. It's got nowhere to go, and it gets doused, and it is put out. One more bucket to go, and you have all the people here. Who wants to try? The bullywug's going to give advantage to whoever seems the most confident steps forward to take the bucket.
Or Aggie could do the thing again.
Or that. You could
It
try
was
that.
pretty cool.
That was pretty clever.
Heck, I could try
Right, she's
Aggie's
running back
thing.
in with her mage hand,
All right.
unless Dawn wants to do it.
No, how about we both do it? We both have
Good.
our mage
There you
hand,
go.
and we're gonna like come and try and clap together on it.
All right.
I like
I'll
it.
give an advantage to whoever wants to roll. I don't know whose Arcana is higher.
Probably Aggie's.
I have a +2.
Yeah, I got a +1.
Okay,
Okay.
I can. That's a natural 20
Yay,
Nice.
us!
+2.
Nice. So yeah. Between the two of you, chasing this thing down with opposing mage hands, you're able to work together, and you're able to like clap this thing between the two of your hands in such a way that honestly, the force of these mage hands, I'm just gonna say, like snuffs it out. With that natural 20, you just like smother this thing with the mage hand between the two of you, and it just claps, and the energy of the clapping mage hand just sort of snuffs it. And congratulations, you've put out this thing. And
Yay!
Duke Icrine turns to you and says, "Ah, yes, thank you so much, kind strangers.
What were
Um,
those things?
I will tell you."
Oh, he's not
Um,
speaking common, is he?
he's speaking Sylvan. Yes, he's correct. He's
Yeah,
speaking
I
Sylvan.
don't speak Sylvan, so I didn't talk to him. Sorry.
I will say, yes. Well, technically, it's Sylvan. No one will understand Bullywug. So, yeah,
Yeah,
and
no, I
Sylvan,
don't understand him. I'm just gonna nod a lot.
yeah, he as a thank you, he because I guess Aggie tends to been so far understanding things, or maybe Stripes. I forget who was the first to engage. Um, he takes a brass brooch that's shaped like a fly with wings that flutter, and he gives it to one of you and it just says, "Wear the brooch when you present yourselves to King Gulp the 19th. It will help with gaining the king's trust. I've been put in charge of repairing this facility, our balloon factory, after that traitor Wigglewog escaped with that fairy dragon.
Hmm.
They set fire to the facility as a distraction, using these coal. It's been a long fight ever since they left. So I thank you, kind
Sorry, I
strangers,
thought I got
for
YouTube.
doing me a favor. And in return, this will help." Gesturing to the brooch.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna pin it to Ebony.
Because if there's any justice, their accomplice Morgort, former Knight of Warts, will face justice in due time, for they were caught. But anyway, off you go, off to King. Keep following. Go to the east, around the building. There's the bridge over to the pavilion. You'll be to the where King Gulliv is right now, I imagine. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
I've been forgetting to do ribbits.
I'm just over here sweeping up bits of coal and broken charred things into a pile. I have no idea what anybody's saying.
Maggie is
Oh,
has stepped
translating.
back, letting Stripes lead, and she's quietly translating so that y'all know what's
Oh,
going on.
great, 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 great. Thank you so much.
And she's just keeping her voice very neutral because we don't know anything about that fairy dragon.
Well, we should get moving.
But
Let's
yes,
let's let's let's
John
let's
Cormac and Ebony are in the loop.
Okay, excellent. So, uh, you say farewell to Duke Ickrind, and you make your way kind of around the building, where just kind of come around, and you see a little bridge here. And for Dawn, this scene will be very familiar, and I forget who.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
not a
yeah.
fan, not a fan, not a fan.
Now, something else may be familiar to one of you. I forget who had the vision of the claw-handed individual. I forget if that was
That was Ebony.
Stripes or Ebony. Oh, it was Ebony. Um, this flat wood plank bridge, which spans an arm of the lake, is lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. At the center of the bridge, you see a small figure that sits with its feet dangling over one side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones, but then the severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices, some indignant, others sympathetic. A few in a more distant row yell in Sylvan, "What? I couldn't hear what they said!"
All the
And
while, Ebony is going, nope, 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 nope.
and then as you get a little closer, you hear the being that's sitting down, kind of legs over, and it says, "I said the Harangun took my head." The small figure says more loudly. The bullywugs all wobble and croak disgustedly. Um, uh, um, Alden is out of control. King Gullup the 19th is too weak to keep him in line. Agden, I think. Alden. Agden. Says one head. Another nods solemnly. Hear, hear, the buffoon can't even keep his knights in line, as we all saw with the balloon theft. The other heads all bob in agreement, and a wrinkled old bullywog head says, Indeed, King Glub the 19th is as weak as he is ineffective. I hear another coup is in the works, though, so it'll likely be joining us very soon. And just hear like this croaking laughter of all the bullywug heads. And just
Gross.
um uh 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 yeah. Um yeah. So yeah, what do you at this point, yeah. You approach and you see this little figure here that definitely seems to ring a bell. The description seems to be very, very similar. I don't know how you could be any less similar to the one that was described by Jingle Jangle. But uh, yeah, the figure just sort of looks up and just says, "Oh, hi there, everybody. Sorry, I mean, am I in your way? I wouldn't want you getting crabby at me." And just clacks his claws. Oh, no one's laughing. I'm sorry. Do you know what crabs are?
What
Is this in
language?
Sylvan as well?
What's that?
Is this in Sylvan as well?
No, this is in common.
Gotcha.
This thing is a I have no recollection of a crab story in this
So,
It's
story.
scarecrow with claws for hands.
yeah, the figure
Okay, I
before you,
remembered a scarecrow, but not a crab. Okay.
yeah, you see
Right.
this figure that has claws for hands. It looks like a scarecrow with claws for hands, but the head is very much a gourd. And as his like he kind of like his head turns, there's like a weight to it, so it kind of like lurches over to one side. And as the gourd kind of like shifts on his shoulders, you hear like this jingle of something inside of of the gourd jingling around. Um, yeah, but yes, it's just like so. Yeah, welcome to. Sorry, I'll get out of your way. Just trying to see if anyone's seen my head, my real head.
What what's your real head look like?
Oh, it's beautiful. Uh, it's kind of like a deer. It's got beautiful set of antlers. Um, I'm trying to find a description of it. It's not where I thought it was. Um, yes, it's like a glorious stag skull.
Oh. Oh. Let me think. Let me think. Have I seen anything even remotely like that?
It's like it's like uh I mean, I don't know how you would have seen it. Agden, that Harrigan brigand, stole it from me as I was on my way here, thither. But he stole my head and given it to Bavlorna, as far as I know.
Gross. Rude. Not cool.
I desperately want it back. This thing is not the same. He just sort of like, kind of like hiding the gourd from with his claws. He's like, this is unsightly.
Oh.
Um, but it's gourd enough for now.
I got that one.
It just kind of rattles. Um, but yeah, it's say, are you gonna see Bavlorna or something? Why? What's going on? I haven't seen
Uh,
you around.
Well, uh, Yes, we were, I think, looking for that person that you just said.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, if you see my head anywhere in her place, I'm not sure if I can go in there. If she's just gonna mess me up, and I've already. Well, frankly, I don't want to deal with any more of them. I've already dealt with her sister over in Thither.
You got
And
any advice for us?
uh, don't don't ever make a deal with them if it involves possible losing your head or your body. It's I don't know how to explain it, but with me, I mean, unfortunately, with it's this her sister Granny Nightshade. Well, she one thing I was just a 7-year-old boy in Gehenna, and next thing I know, my soul's been put in this body. And she was trying to make me do evil things, and I was too scared to do that, so I left. I ran away. Came here to Hither, but that's when I ran into Agden Longscarf.
You don't have to worry about Egden.
Oh,
Care of that.
what's happened to him?
He's been imprisoned.
Oh, that's good. You hear that, everybody? Agden Longscarf is in prison. And just the bullywugs are like, croak, 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 croak. They're just
That
croaking in
long
sort of approval.
scarf was his downfall.
Well, that's just poetic, I suppose. Why did he hang himself, hoisted by his own petard?
No, he just kind of chickened out once I got hold of it.
Oh, that would have been good. Wow, seriously?
There was
Well,
some groveling involved.
well, if I ever find my way to see him, I'll have to give him a piece of my mind. If I had my actual head, that is.
We'll see what we can do about that.
Well, if just keep an eye out for it. But if I don't know what I can do for you in return, kind strangers. There's not much I can offer other than I know the way to Thither. Do you need to get to Thither?
Eventually, don't we, guys?
We do eventually
Okay, well
when we
that's super.
finish our business with Bavlorna.
Well, that's super. Okay, well I'll just hang around and I'll wait to see if you get my head. If you get my head, I'll repay the favor by guiding you through Thither.
It seems like a deal.
Super. Well, I'm so pleased to meet you. I do wish you good luck with Bavlorna. I don't have any advice for you. Um, I was just thought I'd hang out here with these kindred spirits because they've lost something they've lost their heads. The difference is they still
Oh, I get it now.
Mhm.
have. It's landed the whole yes, but the difference is they still have their heads and I lost my head. So there's a bit of this you know it's like we're the same but different. Anyways, I won't keep you any longer. Um, good luck. Uh, I wish you all the best of luck. Um, uh,
So are we to our goal?
what's that?
I'm trying to figure out on the map how close we are to where we're trying to go.
Well, you're basically you get a little bit further across the bridge, you're gonna find quite the gathering. Um, there is a grand marble gazebo stands atop a mound of soggy earth, while its white stone is streaked with green algae. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly, so that the domed canopy sits a little askew. Uh, Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor where bullywugs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On the dais, uh, right here, misclick, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers sits on an talking like Clapperclaw. Talking. Uh, I need to loosen my tongue here. Woven lily flowers sit on an ornate throne with his legs folded underneath them. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap and is mouthing the words he reads on the pages. Without looking up, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullop the 19th?" He slams the book closed to punctuate his question
Ebony
regarding you.
shoulders pump popcorn.
Um, Sleepy bullywug guards that kind of are around this space. Uh, uh, they stand around the monarch and snap to attention and ready their weapons as this kind of greeting rings out. I'm sorry, and you just said something about popcorn?
And what does
Ebony
popcorn say?
Ebony kind of like shoulders popcorn at the announcement kind of thing.
He's like, "What? You want me to what what do you whoa, you want me to like announce you? Oh, okay." And uh he like jumps off of you and he climbs over, or he jumps off you onto Cormac, scurries up Cormac's shoulders and jumps to get bigger, and he jumps and sails over to one of the pillars, and he climbs around so he faces kind of more inwards to the um inside, and he up high, he kind of like is like a good 2 or 3 feet above the bullywugs, uh and everyone kind of like uh, there's like this gasp of like, "Ooh," like almost like, "Ooh, that's interesting," you and popcorn clears his throat. um hear ye, uh vaunted croakiness, your of the soggy court, King Gullup the 19th, right? Uh, it's my honor to present to you, my friends, and not so croakiness, uh, the finders keepers of Faerun. Um, you have Aggie, the tiefling, who's pretty good with animals. You have Dawn, who's going to ask you some questions from her book. Just go with it. You have the big guy, Cormac. Don't ask him about his scars. We got his scars. Uh, you have Z slash Stripes. You know what? I There's a good chance that he's going to forget this conversation in a second anyway. So, but Stripes, our shifter friend, who's very he's gonna get like the zoomies any second now. And of course, our Royal Highness, Monarch Witchlight Monarch, Ebony, and my boss. And if everyone just sort of like turns, especially at the mention of Witchlight Monarch, uh, and everyone just is like, oh, it's like, and King Gullup is just like, oh yes, allow me the honor of greeting fellow royalty. Come, 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 we have much to discuss. Come, step aside, everybody, step aside, make way for a fellow royal. And Popcorn like rolls his eyes. And he like just glides down to Ebony. He's like, a warning would have been nice. Did I do okay? Did I improv?
You did wonderful, and I didn't have any warning either. So we were all
Okay.
spitting from the hip.
Next time I'll try to be a little more formal. Anyway, he's like, can I have my nap now? So yeah, they all kind of make way to let you kind of come into the circle. um, and yeah, King Gullop is just like, welcome, my friends, to the soggy court of downfall. I am King Gullop the 19th, recently crowned as of yesterday. Um, and in my short reign, I have uncovered something concerning to my reign already. You see, after the events of that Sir Talavar fellow escaping through the theft of one of Bavlona's prized balloons, many of my subjects have been questioning my ability to manage this crisis. So much so that I thought that I'd double check to make sure that my name hasn't been written down in Bavlona's big book of bad blood, as she calls it. Anyone who has suffered the displeasure of the hag is written down with extreme detail of their misdoings, and I wanted to make sure that my name hasn't already ended up on that cursed list. So, I enlisted the help of one of those darkling merchants that are new to town to steal it from Bavlorna a few hours ago. And he's gesturing to the book on his lap. And he says, and sure enough, it seems that King Gullop the 19th needs to be in the good graces of Bavlorna as all possible, and having possession of this book will not do. So imagine that the gods must be smiling upon my reign when they deliver to me you, fine folk, who look quite capable of such an errand that I would hire you to do. He just sort of pauses for effect here as the DM clears his throat.
I'm assuming I'm waiting for Aggie to translate.
Will
Yep.
he be
Quietly
talking?
translating.
Let me see. He is capable of speaking in common.
Oh, good.
So I'll say he's in common. I think he's going to assume that you all speak common based on the fact that none of you
You
look.
look like that.
Yeah, most of you probably look not like the type that speak Sylvan or Bullywug, for that matter. So yeah. And you'll notice that at the foot of the Bullywug king, there's like a little little crocodile, like a little tiny crocodile pet. Um, You see, what I need you to do is take this book of bad blood and return it to Bavlorna for me, and give her assurances that I procured it from the Darkling merchant who stole it from her, and that I recovered it to ensure its safekeeping, you see. Assure her that I, King Glib, did not steal it, of course. And, are you wearing that brooch that, was given to you?
I was told that it was pinned upon my chest.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, like, I don't know if it's an insight check, but I'm getting slimy asshole vibes.
Okay.
Is that just me interpreting you, or is that the true feeling that Ebony is getting?
DM, are you just a slimy asshole? This is the way you talk.
Your
Um,
voice acting. Your voice acting is coming across slimy asshole. Was that intentional?
uh, um, he definitely come across as snooty asshole, maybe. Sure, sure. What's your modifier? Plus two? Plus one? Two. Uh, yeah, I mean, he, you clock him as everything he's saying to you is sincere, but he is definitely conniving and obviously like this is you can clearly he's like worried about Bavlorna, terrified of Bavlorna, in fact. um uh uh that he's kind of making a show for the court here, because it does seem like the timing of him ascending and then all things going to hell like seems to be like he's on the back foot. Like you kind of looking at the situation like he needs a win, and so he definitely needs to have things go his way, and by keeping it at least in the good graces of Bavlorna, he's trying to angle for that to happen. Um, and he will notice the brooch on your pin. Um, he's going to say to you, it's like, I see you've already won the favor of some of my subjects, which is always a good sign. You see, the other thing is, only members of the Soggy Court are allowed to speak with Bavlorna. Um, so, the only way that you may be my emissary to Bavlorna in this attempt to rectify my reputation is if you join the Soggy Court, upon which you will be bestowed some honorifics, and we will go to the palace and outfit you with the proper attire of one that would be expected to represent the Soggy Court. So, finders keepers, your majesty, Witchlight Monarch, Ebony, what say you? Joining the Soggy Court today? Perchance to help this fellow monarch? Um, you'll one thing that's happened while this interchange has been happening. I'm gonna roll a dice, and we'll see who this happens to. It's gonna be Aggie 1, Dawn 2, Cormac 3, Stripes 4, Ebony 5, and the 6. I'll just Stripes. Okay. Stripes. While this is like going on, um, one of the bullywugs that's been kind of hanging out on the sides, passes you a wine goblet.
Okay.
And so just kind of nonchalantly just passes you a wine goblet and then proceeds to just kind of walk off to the sides. But you'll notice that in the wine goblet, when you look down into it, it's empty, except for a little scrap of parchment.
He handed me an empty cup with a piece
Yeah,
of paper in it.
with a piece of paper. There's some words written in Sylvan, which is
Okay.
fortunate because you are one of the few that can understand Sylvan.
Uh, what's this shit?
Um, the message on this little scrap of parchment, once you first of all, do you like how stealthy do you like check this message out?
Uh, I mean, I'll be a little sneak about it.
Okay, you gonna roll me like a sleight of hand check or a stealth check to see just how nonchalant you reach into a wine goblet.
15.
15, okay, okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of like poke a finger in there and kind of just pluck it real quick, like you're plucking a hair, maybe kind of a. And no one seems to be the wiser. Uh, and you take a second to like look at the message, and it reads, "Find Illig, the Baron of Muckstump, at once. The revolution lives."
Sure. I know some of
you
these words.
you guys have stumbled into the like friggin' palace intrigue here in the Feywild. So things that you never knew you needed.
Just gonna go ahead and pocket that note, cause fuck if I know what that's about.
Okay, fair enough. But at the moment, the question stands: are you going to join the Soggy Court or not?
Hmm.
So Ebony at this
Information.
point has been rather insulted.
Okay.
She walked in, swarmied up to slightly,
Uh huh.
and then proceeded to be given orders.
Um,
There was no ask. He basically said he did shady shit that we all could say you shouldn't do shady shit, and then he wants and is telling us to get him out of it.
yeah. Yeah. You understand the situation perfectly.
It
Why the
doesn't
fuck?
mean she likes it.
No. So Ebony is just gonna kind of blink because she's thinking, well, royalty. Maybe I can get away with shit. Um, before we go through all of that, why steal the book if you knew the act alone would get you into the book itself?
He he leans back and his throat kind of expands like like he's kind of about to make a big old croak. Um and he says, "Well, your fellow majesty, I needed assurances that I needed to take such extreme measures in the first place. If I wasn't in the book, things would be a lot more straightforward and easy. But because I am, I need to tread even lighter than usual, which is why such an elaborate scheme was needed to be devised by myself, I might add, in the first place. And therefore, such desperate times call for desperate measure. I implore you to join the Saga Court, of course. I would hate to have to persuade you otherwise. He starts to look a little more stern at you, like, and the guards all kind of stand a little straighter. You wouldn't refuse the request of a king, would you? We could both benefit from this.
So here's the
What
thing.
does joining the court get us?
Exactly. I
Uh,
mean, do we have to join the court? Can't you just give us the clothes and send us to do what needs doing?
uh,
What's in this for us?
so, okay, trying to, who's asking the question first? Is it what's in it for
Aggie
us,
and
or,
Aggie and Dawn were talking at the same time. He can decide what he's going to
okay.
respond to.
um,
We want to know what's in this for us.
he
Do
would
we have to
say,
join?
"You will have the favor of King Gulliv the 19th, of course. I, being the monarch of the downfall, will have much say over things. We can help you in whichever it is that you need."
At which point, Popkin, good God, I need to go to bed.
Mhm.
Popcorn hears through his telepathic speech with Ebony of get the backing of the guy that she don't like. That sounds smart.
Um, what was the other question? That was the what do you get from it? Oh, and why can't we? It's just like, well, as I explained, only members of the Soggy Court official with honorifics and attire are permitted to speak with Bavlorna. That's a +2.
Insight check on that one. +2.
Okay, let's see what is the skill here at persuasion, deception. What? Let's see. Okay. Um, Ebony, when he's like kind of repeating that only members of the Sagi Corps are allowed to speak with Vorla, you get you just get a sense that that can't be true. That doesn't make any sense to you. You're pretty sure he's not telling the truth about that little fact. However,
However,
with
with
your
your
role,
role,
you also get the sense that the reading the room here, refusal to join the Sagi Corps will probably not be received well, and well, he looks like he's poised to have the guards react should you not go along with his scheme.
Ebony is going to oh so graciously say, I need to confer with my party very quickly.
Okay. And he will
We are going
say,
to try and just give us 2 minutes to discuss outside. We will be right back and we will present our possibilities.
and he give me a persuasion check.
Oh.
Or a deception check, I guess.
Guidancing myself. Uh, 15.
Okay. So so the way this would be, depending on if you're trying to deceive him or tell him the truth,
I'm
it would
just trying to
be
persuade him to let us step out so we can have a
okay.
discussion without his
Okay.
ears
So
in sight.
so it's a persuasion check. He beat that with a 17, but because it's a persuasion. He doesn't sense any falsehoods in it. He knows you're just trying to take a moment. So uh, that's why that matters. And so he will be like, "You have 5 minutes, and I expect an answer by then."
Right.
In anything that I know about the Feywild, or like, does joining this court bind us to any oaths that could like put some unforeseen constraints on us?
Um, well, all he has said so far is that you will be each given an honorific and some clothes.
Get some stupid titles and stupid clothes.
Yeah, this whole government just, especially with Ebony's like role, which I'll say is a natural 20. Uh, you basically, this whole thing just feels like a farce. But
They're a bunch of
everyone is
losers.
taking it super seriously.
Okay, they're a bunch of losers. Maybe we take our stupid titles and stupid clothes just to get out of here without getting imprisoned or attacked by all these
Yeah,
stupid frogs.
like like it's all stupid, but also they take it very seriously. It's like uh, and that insulting somebody who has sway uh may not have any like real repercussions, but they could still make your life very difficult.
Okay.
There's a
So as
reason.
soon as we walk outside, Ebony is just spouting off. Bunch of bullshit. There's no way that Lorna would only talk to one court. That's just impossible. That's a stupid thing to do. He's completely off his rocker.
Well, he wasn't on
Maybe
a rocker, Ebony. He was on like a pillow.
Popcorn is like pokes his head out. He's like, "Oh, cheese and crackers." This is like face
maybe we
palms.
just take the stupid clothes and the stupid titles, but that doesn't mean that we have to actually listen to him and do what he says. I'm just worried about getting caught with this book that was stolen from her. Not that, we're not planning to do a little 5-finger discount of our own, but I don't really want to, fight the whole swamp in there. And Aggie is keeping eyes out just in case anybody's watching and talking quietly.
I mean, look at this guy. Come on,
Do
come
you
on.
think?
You don't want to help that guy? Look at him. Look at him. Look how cute he is.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Do you think it is possible that I can, well, We have to get an idea of exactly what joining the court means, because yes, we don't want to get tied into any magical whoopee whoopee that can fuck us over later. But I am already part of a court. I could say that you are part of my court, and because we are a court of our own, becoming a member of his court is not technically possible. Yeah? No?
We could approach it from that angle. Say, you could be an ally, but we're not going to be subordinates.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna do? That's the angle you're gonna take?
There's a lot of froggies in there.
A lot of frogs.
I mean, if they want to take everything so seriously, then
Has Stripe
you
said
know,
anything about the note?
Oh, now that we're outside, yes.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. There is a lot of froggy. One of them gave me this. I just kind of like scanned it.
To the only person who can read it is Aggie.
Genuinely do not recall what it said.
Aggie
will.
will quietly translate for the group.
I will.
Revolution lives.
Yeah. So, just figured I'd make sure all that is said. But yeah, what do you, so yeah, 5 minutes. You have this discussion. Um, if you are ready, you can go back to the monarch to gulp. What do you do?
Have we heard of the Baron of Muckstump?
Are you asking
I'm
like a
asking
history
the
check?
DM, yes. Or, yeah, sure, history, I guess.
Uh, I will say if you want to do a history check, you can have disadvantage because I don't think in your short time here and hither, uh,
0.
0.
I don't, I
To
don't
my,
remember.
no, I'm sorry. History, 4. No,
4.
it's not a -2, it's a +2.
Oh well.
Wow, my history at disadvantage 13.
Um,
Pretty
I
good
will say,
rolls.
yeah, I was gonna say if you did that with disadvantage, I mean that's pretty good for a disadvantage. But with a 4, Ebony, eh, no, not at all. That it was Baron of Muckstump was like you had the Duke Ickrind, you had Baron of Muckstump. I mean, does everyone in this place have like a title or something?
We knew that because we were going to get honorifics when we joined the fucking court.
So yeah, I mean you haven't heard of this person like or seen this person. You don't recall anything about that, considering you've been in downfall for less than an hour.
Last minute inputs from the rest of the teams before we go back in?
Do you want me to speak on your behalf, Your Majesty? I'm kind of a smooth talker.
I sure as fuck ain't a smooth talker, so please. Because this is going to, well, I'm slightly charismatic. There we go. The brain is starting to shut off because it's almost 11.
Yes,
I'm slightly charismatic, but I bet there are others who are more so.
Yeah, warlocks, bread and butter.
Warlocks and a sorcerer,
Yeah, charisma runs high in this
but I
group
can't
as well.
guide myself.
Yeah,
But I can guide you before I go in.
Exactly. Exactly.
perfect.
So are we
Okay.
going with we are a nation of our own and we could perhaps ally with him?
Fingers crossed behind our backs, but you betcha. Unless somebody else says that's not a good idea.
I say we go with Ebony's plan.
As do I. I like the idea of making friends, not um, establishing alliances. That is a line.
Okay. All right. Well, you step back into the circle. Yeah. Go ahead and King Gullup just sort of hands sort of interlaced and just says, "Have you reached your decision to wisely join the Soggy Court?"
Your Majesty, in your great magnanimity, you have offered us places in your court, and that is an incredibly generous
Generous.
gesture. And however, our we are a nation of our own, and we are a court of our own, and therefore would be unable to join yours. However, perhaps we could work alongside each other as friends.
um, this is where you need to roll a very important persuasion check.
Yep, I gathered.
This a lot is going to hinge on this persuasion check. I'm going to set the difficulty at 16.
Mm-hmm.
With guidance.
With
And
guidance.
me standing there as close as possible with my plus 6 on persuasion.
I was gonna say, if you're helping in some way with this,
You
obviously,
know, anytime she stumbles uh, with verbiage, I'll just pipe up a good word to fill in the blank.
yeah, you're giving her some subtle word
Yeah.
verbiage. You know, so,
So is that adding her modifier or
um,
advantage?
I give you advantage on the roll
Okay. So with advantage,
with advantage
the base
and
roll
guidance.
is a 15 plus 2
Okay.
on guidance plus 4 on persuasion. So we've got what, 21?
Okay. Um. So King Gullup sort of, kind of leans back in his seat on his pillow. He's petting his alligator. Uh, Snoodles, I think is their name. And he just strokes his chin and just says, "Yes, yes, I suppose it would be unreasonable to expect one monarch to bend the knee to another." He says, "Then consider this as an alliance between the Soggy Court and whatever court it is. What's your court name?" Your Majesty, I fail to remember if you told me what your court is.
The
What's my court
keepers?
name?
Court of Keepers.
Court of the keepers?
The Court of the Keepers?
Just
The,
throwing it out there.
the Court of the Keepers. How intriguing. Yes. I believe this will work. Well, despite not joining the court, if you were to need any honorifics, just in case Pavlorna might request them, I could give you some just to have in your back pocket, if you so desire, and some clothes I'll offer, just to make a better first impression.
Diplomatic assistant.
Not that what you're wearing is well. It's very clear that you don't try to beseech the aid or the good graces of one of the hourglass coven every day. One must look as spiffy as possible. Um, so he's going to kind of stand up, and he's going to sort of step forward, and he's going to look at you, Aggie, and it's like, as Aggie, I shall call you Aggie, Countess of Bog Bottom.
And she works really hard to keep a straight face.
You, Dawn, shall be Dawn the Croaking Sage. You there, big one. I believe we will call you Cormac, Duke of the Three Rocks.
Hmm. That's about all he gets out of me.
You, my hairy friend, Stripes, the Moss Crown Knight. And you, well, you are, of course, of royalty, but some royals can serve as others in terms of their honorifics. I shall name you Queen Ebony, the Green Baroness of Downfall, that is. Just in case you need those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yes, I will maintain possession of this book until you're ready to go see Bavlorna. You may feel free to stop by my palace to the east and request some attire, some to be tailored to your dimensions. One that would be more befitting of royalty, of royal court in general.
So I have to say it because I can't find the GIF, and it's probably a hard stretch that most of you guys don't understand. But Pocahontas, too, her bodyguard, it gets dressed up in British frills, and that's all I can picture in my head with Cormac being offered.
Mhm.
I can't find a picture, and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, where are my manners? Of course, your herald, of course. Uh, Popcorn. Knight of the Pickled Fly. Yes, yes, that should do. And popcorn from inside your scarf is like, I'm gonna pickle his fly. Yeah, whispering it. So basically, you hear it. So yes, yes, an alliance born from deliberation and enlightened minds. Yes, this will do. This will do very greatly. So go forth. Downfall is of course open uh to your travels, of course. May my subjects aid you in any of your needs. And at that point, you're kind of left to do what you will. To continue, you can continue to explore Downfall, or you can, you know, you could do something else. There is more to explore, of course. You barely explored half of it, honestly. It is 11:04.
I was going to say it's 11. My brain is starting to go, and I can assure that others are too.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's fine. Just putting it out there. Oh my god. This
It's a deep cut, Will.
yeah, no kidding.
Mhm.
Holy cow. But it feels right, you know. It's Cormac, Earl of the Three Rocks.
Pretty great.
Mm,
Or Duke of the Three Rocks, right? That was it. What is it? Duke of the Three Rocks,
yes.
which I thought was appropriate given your run-in with the Rock earlier.
How the heck this frog knew that Don was a sage is beyond me. She just
You
looks
know,
like a sage. Maybe
it's
it's her gray hair.
sometimes these
One did also mention the book.
the
Oh, you did?
royals, yeah, yeah, your herald popcorn knight of the pickled fly.
Ah, that's right, he did.
uh, he made some allusions to the book, and
Can you
it
give
helps.
us
The monarch has maybe the meta knowledge of your DM.
can you give us a bullet list of options in the town so that we know what our options are and can be prepared for?
Okay. Well, it's simple, but I'll give you a list. It's continue exploring or get ready to see Bavlorna, but that leaves a lot. There's you can go find Illig. So yeah, I'll give you a list here. Your options are one, explore down. Well, uh, to give you an idea, like I said, you have basically explored 5, 6, 6 of the 19 locations.
Wow, there's a lot to do here. Okay. So
Um,
a brief list of options in this town is not a brief list.
Yeah, now some of these locations may not have a lot to do, or they'll be very
Got it.
brief. They're like,
Got it.
Like
here's where
the
this
balloon and
happens.
the
Yeah, yeah, kind of like that, where it's all like a 5 minute thing to check out. If that,
Yeah.
uh, realistically, it's probably closer to like maybe like one, two,
we can try to
four,
join the revolution.
5, 6. There's probably like 6 more meaningful places. Yeah, but there's also that you can find Illig. Um, you don't have a idea where to go yet, but there are ways. Brute force exploration, or you can find someone you excuse me you can uh, be subtle with. But yes, to get ready. Go to palace and
Oh,
get
that was the other
in.
thing. Do we know
See.
where Bavlorna is? Like
Um,
where her
you would have the knowledge that her cottage is in the middle of Downfall, in the middle of the lake, and in the
So when you
so
look at
it's
the
picture,
top of the map,
physically here.
yeah, like you can kind of the mists. Now,
I
granted,
didn't get that. Okay.
yeah, the mists kind of enshroud that cottage very tightly. Like you can barely see the cottage, unlike that picture over there. But all of these little clotheslines kind of go to her cottage. But there seems to be like an entrance at the very bottom of her cottage that you have to kind of get a boat and get out there too. But there seems to be no shortage of boats. But it's a very thick fog at the center of the lake. Um, but yeah, there's like you've basically in this picture you've gotten as far as that gazebo, but like you can see the palace, and then there's like that
Oh,
thing with
I get it now. So the picture at the top is
yeah,
the whole place.
more or less. It kind of glosses over some locations, but all the
And the
all the
spot that you're
structures are
showing
there.
us the spot that you're showing our tokens on is like a different version of the map?
Yeah, it's a top-down version.
Got it. I am
Yeah,
so I'm with you now. I
yeah,
didn't
you
get it. I thought we were walking there. Up.
yeah,
I
like,
got it now.
and even, like, the map isn't, like, perfectly, uh, like, resembling, like in this angle, you can see that, like, the platform where the balloon was is a little better, but the balloon isn't perfectly where it was, but, yeah, you kinda went I'm gonna post a picture, but basically, your path has, um, followed, uh, post this, but you've basically followed this path so far, my little red line.
Got it. I am so sorry. When I zoomed out, I didn't realize. I thought it was just a continuation, all one map.
No, no,
I
no.
didn't realize there was a picture at the top and a map
Yeah,
below.
like,
I get it now.
when all is said and done with Hither and Downfall, I'll show you, like, the full maps just because you can fully appreciate them, because they're very, very pretty, a lot of detail. That's why I wanted you to, like, to be able to see more, like, just
I
even the
want to
frame.
go here.
But yeah, yeah, exactly, like, "What's that?" "Oh, cool," like, you can't see that, but I'm giving you that kinda bird's eye view just so you can kinda see, like, "Oh, there's a lot of stuff to check out." And it's all there, like, all the major landmarks and locations are there, so, like, the tree, there's those little houses at the bottom, little looks like like a cauldron, there's, like, a little watchtower, there's a lot, and basically, when you're ready to go see Bavlorna, you basically have, something to do, right, to get ready,
Got it.
and you'll be given the book once, you tell King Gullup that you're ready to go.
Okie dokie. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it's good. My, voice is going to need a rest from talking like a bullywug.
So sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm like, I thought I chose a safe, voice where I'm not really trying to be too, gravelly but apparently,
It's no little one, but it's still a strain.
yeah, and even just Clapperclaw where I'm just like, "Hey, mister," like, um, I was modeling him after Herc when the little demons that,
Mhm.
pretend to be like the kids.
Oh, IXII.
Yes, yes.
That cracks me
So, but, yeah. Now this place is just has all sorts of things going on that you have yet to see, and you just stumbled into the palace intrigue part of it. Um, but it's a hoot. So, who knows what kind of trouble you can get up to here? Ha ha!
Indeed.
And you're like within a stone's throw from a hag, so that's cool.
Level 2, it's really not.
Exactly, right? Like, oh yeah, we're level 2. We dealt with a hag as Eyes of Amethyst. You guys were level 5, I think it was.
Ooh. Mm. Oh,
But
oh.
yeah, good stuff.
And we may or may not be playing next week, depending on
Uh,
the all-day work event for Esh.
oh, right, right, right.
Yes, I forgot entirely about it until Mom posted in the.
Okay.
It's a lot of time
We
in the
want to
sun, which is
plan to skip.
generally tiresome.
Yeah.
Horace, do you want to just plan now to skip it?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
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 Better to nail it down
So
now.
2 weeks we'll be back in Candlekeep.
Right. All right. All right.
And
Well,
3
yeah.
weeks back here.
That reminds me. I have some maps to make.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop the recording there then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Good
Yep.
night,
Goodbye,
YouTube.
Good
YouTube.
night, YouTube.
Good night, YouTube. I'm gonna go pass out.